score. Jake Moody now for the point after. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second and 3. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So you look at this defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Cup 19, 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
60 Bison. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. $60 Bison, $60 Bison.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Panther 60. Panther 60. Bronco 80. Go.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cougar 19. 19. Strike.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
36-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Viking 8. 70 Lions.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
At the 26-yard line.
60 Vikes. Just 60 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Got ready.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hawk 70. Hawk 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now 2nd and 5. And now an audible here into something else. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Snead. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2nd and 9. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
65 Cats, 65, 18, Pioneer, 79 Broncos. Let go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap. Come on. Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Let's go. Ready?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll change things up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a signal in the timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 70.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the...
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there, 68 yards. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Panthers 24.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
This is caught by McMillan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Panthers.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's 2nd and 8. He completes it to Snead. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Irving now on the return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and 3.
At the 24-yard line.
Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. Let go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Timberwolf. Ready,
Now a handoff running through the middle. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
19 Lions. Come on. Set. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Cup 19. Cup 19 tight. 19 tight.
They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
60 Bison. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. On the move past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
70 Timberwolf. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Moody good here, the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Browns 34, Panthers 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Buffalo 18. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going deep here for Landry. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 134 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Panther 11, Panther 60, Panther 60. Warriors 70. 19 tight, 19.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
2nd and 6. That one taken in by Neighbors. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
That's good for the Panthers. 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now a 1st carry here for the running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Touchdown, Panthers. Justin Jefferson from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Buffalo 18, Warriors 17.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
70 Timberwolves, 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 70 Timberwolves.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid stiff arm. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Panthers.
He'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
At the Browns' 22-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Panther first down.
Back to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Browns 48, Panthers 45. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
At his own 8-yard line.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Warriors 70, 19 tight, 19 tight, 79 Broncos, 18 Pioneer. Ready, ready.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. The Browns send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll find McMillan here. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Carolina.
They'll set up a throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Back to throw again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Malik Neighbors with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Panthers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. 60 Vikings. 60.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
This one caught out wide by Landry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Second and 6 coming up.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Here we go. 70 Timber. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Panthers' 10-yard line.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Lost a yard.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
28-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down to the 10. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Here we go. 72, check smash. Let's go.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Here's first and 10.
Cowboy 80. Back. Cowboy 80.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And that's going to be incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here's second and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they